We are with Steve Newen. He is with Hackman Financial, and he's been gracious enough to spend some time with us. Well, the big topic that everybody's talking about, inflation.
Yeah.
Is it what's again? It's August 16th, 2022. From what I've read recently, is it under control? What? I'll let you run with it. How about that? What's going on? What's going on with that broad subject?
Well, to say that it's under control would be very difficult.
Okay.
To say that they're making progress would be the right answer.
Okay.
And the reason why you're looking at the progress is because you're talking about the delta. You're talking about, it was 9 point whatever last time they checked.
Yeah.
And then this month it's 8.5. So obviously there is the delta of change of being less, which is a good sign, which is why you probably saw the markets kind of bounce the other day.
They did.
Yeah, they bounced pretty significantly because everybody's saying, well, maybe we got some control now with inflation. It's certainly a positive to see that the inflation rate went down from 1 month to the next. Unfortunately, though, if you look at the macro sense again, if you think about the macro sense of the economy, the typical inflation rate, as we know from CPI, has always been 2 point something to 3 point something. Fluctuating in the 8 point something to 9 point something still is not a good situation, which tells you that highly likely the Feds will probably do some more interest rate hikes over time. In fact, they predicted it to be maybe another 50 basis points, maybe 75 basis points the next time they announce a change. So the reality is, no, we're not out of the neck of the woods. It is a positive sign that it is lower than it was last month, but that's about it.
Okay.
Predictability of that in terms of will they control it? Yes, historically we learned to control it, and the way to control it is through the Fed fund rate. So you'll see the interest rates continue to tick up until you see that number tick down to a significant place of probably between 2 to 4%.
Okay.
Before you actually feel comfortable that inflation is under control.
So if you've been living under a rock and knew nothing of what was going on, where are people seeing the effects of inflation? How is it affecting your life, my life, everybody's life?
Well, I'm sure it's affecting your life professionally and personally. It affects all of our lives because the inflation rate that is measured takes into consideration a lot of different consumer goods, from food to transportation to cars to purchases of everyday needs. So the reality is, I think we all have felt it. There's no doubt about that. Every time I go to the grocery store, I feel it. So every time you go to the gas tank, you feel it.
Right.
So there's no doubt you will feel the effects of inflation. You'll also feel it on your business side because when inflation is high, that forces the Feds to act. And when they act, that means what we just talked about before, the macro sense of interest rates are going to go up, which means everybody will be affected by interest rates going up.
Right.
And you've seen it because if you compare the beginning of when the Feds raised the rates to where you are today, I believe the mortgage rate, the 30-year mortgage, is a difference of almost 2 percentage points. So it doesn't surprise me that everybody's feeling it.
Everybody's feeling it.
My name is Steve Newen. I'm a partner at Hackman Financial, and we are a financial advising firm. We're independent registered investment advisors. So you can reach me at 513-891-5300.